My name is Jen Peniston, as most of you know. I am a doctor's wife. I am a mostly stay-at-home mom. I am a family nurse practitioner, very part-time. And when I was writing this, I want you to notice what I put first. When I was writing down my background, I put that I was a wife and mom first. And that kind of plays into why I decided to go into Rodan+Fields, which I will talk about later. But it's just kind of interesting how your life changes and how your priorities change too. So when you're working around a doctor's schedule, kids' schedule, and my own, out-of-home professional career, I don't necessarily think about what I want to do, my goals and dreams for even 10 years from now. It's just what can get me through the day, what gets me through the week, and what can I do to help make life at home easier for my husband and help give my kids a wonderful childhood. And obviously when I go to work, I spend shifts listening to people's acute and chronic problems. And it's really easy to lose a sense of how you feel, meaning me, and what I want. And anybody who's worked in healthcare knows that it's a really high burnout, and it's very stressful. But we keep going, and a lot of times it's much to the expense of ourselves. Being a really part-time NP left me with the guilt that I wasn't contributing enough to financially for my family. And we don't need the money. My husband makes a good living doing what he does, but at the same time, I went back to school. I got my master's degree, became a nurse practitioner, and I wasn't really doing much to offset the school loans for kind of my professional goals in that arena. And I had been a Rodan+Fields customer for 2 years, and I had absolutely no interest in ever selling anything. And when I started using the products, I had pretty bad cystic acne, and my mom became a consultant, and so I was like, you know what, I'll support my mom. I'll try their Unblemished line. I wasn't thrilled because I didn't really like Proactive, and it was the same doctors who created this Rodan+Fields company and created a line called Unblemishment for acne. And so, but I thought, I'll be a good daughter. I'll help her out, whatever. And then, as most of you know, over the next 2 weeks, there was a lot less new breakouts, and my skin was really calming down. And then at 3 months, I had total clearance of my acne. Total clearance without the use of hormones, without the use of medication other than my regimen, and without antibiotics, nothing. So that was an absolutely life-changing situation for me. So kind of when things were settling down in my life, I just had a baby, had a 3-month-old baby. I was sitting on our back deck with my husband, kind of texting my mom because I was still toying with the idea. And there was something inside of me that just kind of told me to go for it. I'm not exactly sure what it was, but the problem was I was extremely worried about failing. That is something that has kind of haunted me since I was a teenager. I just couldn't blame anybody if I failed at this. And that fear can be really paralyzing to people. And when I do things, I want to be really good at it. I don't want to be mediocre. I don't want that label. That label scares me. I don't like it. And I stewed literally for years deciding if going into Rodan+Fields was right for me, or if I was just going to be somebody's best customer ever, like my mom's best customer ever. But in the back of my mind, I knew that Rodan+Fields had the potential to alleviate the financial guilt that I had for my family, but still the reluctance and the fear was holding me back. And when I decided to go for it, when I was just texting with my mom sitting on the back deck, I'm not exactly sure what made me decide and take the leap. I don't know if it was God telling me that this was my plan. I don't know if it was my husband just kind of being like, you know what, go for it. I don't care about the money. Let's just try. Let's do it. Because he typically lets me pretty much do what I feel is necessary. Maybe it was something my mom said. Maybe it was something that her sponsor, Carol, said. They went to nursing school together, so I've known Carol for a long time. Maybe it was the team. Maybe it was a promise that I was going to go into business for myself, but not by myself, and I had this whole team and training behind me. And I was just hoping maybe I can get my skincare for free if I have enough people who are interested. So I just decided to go for it. I jumped in, and over the past 13 months, I've achieved the top of the earning potential ladder, becoming a level 5 with Rodan+Fields. I have absolutely amazing customers. I just cannot believe these people who believe in me, trust my judgment on what would be right for them, and trust that I'm giving them, the best products out there, because they are. And the people who decided to sell with me, to become consultants with me, they trust me. They trust my business judgment. I just almost feel like I don't even deserve it sometimes. But you know what? It has totally ignited a passion inside of me I didn't really knew that I had. And because I was always about healthcare, I was never a business person. I'm not a numbers person. I don't understand business half the time. But this has really brought out a part of me that I never knew was possible. So now that I'm at the level where I am, I have an amazing team surrounding me. I have the confidence to proceed. I can start giving back more to my team, my customers, and I get my premium skincare for free. So, and really that's not what it's all about. My thinking has totally changed. Like, yes, I was in it to get the stuff for free, but now I want to help other people, achieve this passion that I have, and I want other people to really love our stuff, because it is lovable. It's easy to love. To try it is to love it. And now I'm not fearful of where I'm going to be in 13 months like I was 13 months ago. I'm excited, and I'm finally not scared. I'm inspired. So I'm really excited to share my story with somebody, because if you have been looking at my posts and wanting to jump into it, but you're scared, don't be, because you never know where you're going to be in 13 months. And I would just highly encourage you to dive in, because we're going to be there for you. And I'm really excited to see how the rest of my Rodan+Fields journey goes. So I really hope that this inspires somebody to just go for it, no matter what it is. So I hope everybody enjoyed this and take something out from my story.